What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unplayable. I'm here with Jay. What's going on, Jay?
What's up, Twin Suns?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Twin Suns. So Twin Suns is a format. It's a multiplayer format that the Unlimited team announced and explained the rules for at the community celebration event that we were at, which we were very excited to learn about. And we wanted to make this video just to make it easy for everybody and explain how the format works, talk about the things that we enjoy about it, and get you on your way towards playing your first Twin Suns game.
Yep.
So yeah, you ready to get into this?
Oh yeah.
All right. So Jay, what's the first cool, unique thing about Twin Suns?
Well, let's go ahead and let's give them a history here now, Coach.
Okay.
So some of the original game design was done by a smaller team, and then they brought in a bunch of newer devs, probably like five almost of the devs, four of the devs.
Four out of the seven.
And then they all started working on Twin Suns together to try and come up with a really unique and cool way to play multiplayer, to compete with pretty much Commander and stuff, which is cool, I think. So yeah, the most unique aspect of this game mode is that you get to have two leaders.
Two leaders.
Yeah, you can't mix hero and villain, so you can't be like, I'm going to play Luke and Vader together. No, don't work like that. You're going to be playing Han Chewie. You're going to be playing Luke Leia.
That's right.
You're going to be playing Cassian Jin.
Or Vader Palpatine.
Or Vader Palpatine.
Tarkin Krennic.
Exactly. And since they're going to be doing a live stream tomorrow on February 14th and Valentine's Day, you have to pair those types of characters together. So
That's
like
right.
Jin and Cassian, or Han and Leia.
Or Luke and Leia.
Yeah, or Luke and Leia. In fact, it's going to be Luke and Leia versus Han and Leia, and we'll see who the better pairing is. But yeah, so you get to choose two leaders to make up your team plus a base. So you end up with four aspects, three colored, and then one would be hero or villain.
Yeah. So you can pair two of the same color characters together so that you can do double aspect cards more easily. Same with if you pick a base that matches already one of your characters, you can do that. Or you can go into three different aspects and open up your options for deck building. So let's talk about the deck building. What's new about deck building?
It's a single tone deck building. So you can only have one copy of each card in your deck. And they've stated that for the first year, which would be the first three sets, the deck size will be 50. But after year one, once we have more sets under our belts, more options, the card count will be going up to 80. And I actually wonder if eventually it'll go up to 100, which would be pretty cool. Which maybe you don't need it. Commander, you have to have a bunch of lands in your deck. In this game, you don't. So maybe you don't need to go up to 100. 80 is just fine.
Yeah, if we're making that comparison, like you even 50 probably gets you. Well, no, I guess not 50 because you don't play 50 lands in your. You
play like
Commander
30
deck,
lands, I think, is 30 to 36 lands or something like that.
Yeah, so the 80 cards would be more like actual playable cards, and which it means more variety really in your deck, which is really cool. I love singleton formats because I love the sort of like emergent moments it creates, and the variety and the ability to for your deck to surprise you, I guess. And every game that you play is going to be even more different than every game that you normally would play of Star Wars Unlimited. So I'm always a huge fan of singleton formats, so really excited to see that here.
Yep, 100%. I love it because you get to play cards, like you said, you get to play cards that you don't ever get to play.
Totally.
That makes it so much fun.
Yeah, and like combinations of cards that you usually don't get to play either with the color pairing option. So you can play like, three color card combos that you wouldn't necessarily be able to play as easily otherwise, which is really, really fun.
And there's some cool leader combos that you can do, which you never get to play leaders together. So now you get to do some cool, wacky things with leader combinations. For example, Danny Schaefer on the live stream that they did, he was playing Han with Sabine. And the plan was turn one, you use Han, put down a resource that gets you to 3. And then you play resupply, so that gets you to 4. And on turn 1 or phase 1 of the game, you get to deploy Sabine and put a giant target on your back. But that's the kind of cool things you can do. Another cool one is like Han and Chewie, being able to bring out Han on the turn, or the 5 resource turn, right? So you exhaust, put a resource out, flip Han, attack, put down another resource, bring out Chewie.
I love like that. I love that those things exist. That, I mean, even like Vader and Palpatine are pretty thematic, where you can use Vader to ping one of your opponent's units and then Palpatine to steal it when he flips. So there's cool pairings and like synergies between the pairings that I really want to know if those cards were designed with that in mind or not, or if they're just sort of like happy accidents, because they're so thematic. I mean, like, especially Han and Chewie, when you think about that, the fact that they get to flip on the same turn.
Yep.
Just worked out so well that I wonder if it was planned. And we're going to hopefully get a chance to interview somebody to talk about this format. And that's one of the questions that I really want to ask. So stay tuned for that video.
Yep. 100%.
But yeah, let's move on to talk about the two new counters in addition to the initiative counter that exists in this format. So Jay, why don't you tell everybody about the first one?
Yeah. Yep. So to clarify too, you cannot soft pass in multiplayer.
Right.
If you don't have anything to do on your turn, you have to take one of the 3 counters, and you cannot pass unless
all the counters are gone.
all the counters are gone and you've just passed out of the round. So there are 3 counters. There's still the initiative counter. And then there's a blast counter. The blast counter is one that when you take it, all of your opponents take 1 damage right to their base. Pretty sweet.
Pretty awesome. And then the second counter is the planned counter. And the planned counter lets you draw a card and then put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. So it can help you filter towards the cards that you might want, and allows you to see more of your deck, which is pretty cool.
Yep, 100%. In some cases, you might take one of these instead of taking the initiative. You never know.
Yeah, totally. And they provided print and play versions of these counters on their website, which I'll link in the description below. And they look really, really cool. So I'm hoping that we get some official Gamegenic ones. Yes, very much hoping so.
Or a product just for Twin Suns. If we
that
got a
would
product,
be awesome.
Like Twin Suns deck. It's a full playable deck with some counters in it or whatever. That'd be sick.
That would be hype. I would love that. Yeah, so that's basically how the new counters work. The next sort of element of the game that is new and different for this format is the way that games end. And so basically the game ends when the first player is eliminated, but it doesn't end right away. It ends at the end of that round.
Yep. And
you get a couple cool things. Well, you get one really cool thing when you eliminate a player, which is 5 health back on your base. And the reason why that matters is because the person at the end of the game with the most health is the ultimate winner of the game.
Yep, exactly. So it really incentivizes you to eliminate the other players in that round where everyone's, because it feels like, at least in the couple games that I've played while at the event, is that everyone stays around, floats around the same health level until the end of the game. And it really incentivizes on that last round to go ahead and take somebody out if you can, instead of prolonging it so that you can get that 5 health. And that might be what you need to win the game.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I love the way that this works because it means that one person isn't out sitting watching their friends play the game, the rest of the game for like 30 minutes. It's very quick. And it also like really incentivizes people to not just like hyper target one other player, because theoretically, like it'll be easier for you as a person who wants to win to take out like 2 or 3 people in one round if everybody's at a low life total. So it really helps keep the game sort of more streamlined and not feel like one person's just being ganged up on and then like, the game ends. Yeah. There's less king making, I feel like, which is really, really fun.
Yeah, exactly. And that is Twin Suns.
That's Twin Suns.
Super exciting. I think this is going to be a great format that people really, really enjoy. And I think there will be people that play just this format.
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
see people coming from other games just to play this format, which is cool.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm going to play a ton of this format. I also like in Commander, I know that like blinging out your Commander deck is like a really popular thing to do. And the way that we already have so many cool alternate versions of cards, it really makes me want to make that like super swagged out like Han Chewie deck, both showcase. Every card in the deck is like a hyperfoil.
It makes it possible because you don't have to have 3 legendary hyperfoils. Exactly. You have to have one of most of the commons and then one of a couple of legendaries if you play them in your deck.
Yeah. So, I mean, I love how accessible the format is and how fun it is to play. So I can't wait to play more.
I can't wait to see all the different combinations people come up with and crazy things that people do, because it's going to be insane.
Yeah, seriously. What's the first combo you're going to build in real life?
Well, I played Palpatine Tarkin on Sunday or Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday. when it was announced, and I played. You guys can listen to the podcast that I talked about it, but yeah, it was sweet because you get to do crazy things like put out Ember's Royal Guard and then give it an experience immediately with Tarkin.
4/6.
Yep, a big 4/6 for 3 basically, but plus the 1. So yeah, that combo was really fun.
Awesome, nice.
And you get to play Super Laser Blast and Super Laser Tech and Command and Resupply. So you have all the ramp.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm very much on the Han Chewie train, so that'll be the first thing I build when I have enough cards to build it.
Sick.
I probably have enough cards to build a bad version of it, but I want to build it with the whole thing. So
sure.
Yeah. Cool. Right. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And if you have any questions about Twin Suns, or if you have any comments that you want to let us know, put them down there. And we'll see you guys on the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.